Sumerian tablets are probably one of the oldest form of written record that we have.
Over 4,000 years ago, the Sumerians carved their thoughts into clay. These tablets are some of the oldest written records in human history. One such tablet, now resting in a museum vault in Istanbul, seems ordinary at first glance. Yet, hidden in its uneven script, is a secret that has puzzled scholars, archaeologists, and adventurers for decades.
Sumerian literature consists, we now know, after many, many years of research by numerous scholars, including myself.
This isn't just a myth or a story. It's a detailed account pointing to a place beneath the earth, and even provides clues on how to reach it. Kurr, a real place, not just myth. The Sumerians didn't speak of an underworld in the way we imagine hell or the land of the dead. They called it Kurr, a place beneath the surface where the Anunnaki, their gods, originated before ascending to the heavens. According to the tablet, Kurr was a land of vast waters, unbroken darkness, and luminous stones, with a sky that curved downward instead of upward. For centuries, scholars assumed this was purely metaphorical or poetic, imagining the text as a symbolic description of divine realms. Yet, the level of precision in the descriptions is striking. The Sumerians were meticulous observers. Their society excelled in record-keeping for trade, military campaigns, and sacred pilgrimages, often documenting physical distances, geological features, and navigational instructions. The attention to detail in the tablet suggests that Kurr wasn't a mythical dreamscape. It may have been a real subterranean region that left an extraordinary impression on those who ventured there. The combination of darkness, underground waters, and luminous mineral formations described aligns with natural cave phenomena found in Central Asia. When we read these accounts, in light of what modern geology reveals, the descriptions no longer seem purely imaginative, but might reflect first-hand exploration of extreme environments unknown to most contemporary civilizations. What makes this tablet remarkable is the detailed navigational guidance embedded within its lines. It mentions a mountain where the sun enters, a river that flows backward into stone, and a 7-day journey from the land where bronze is born. At first, these phrases seemed cryptic and metaphorical. However, in 1967, Dr. Samuel Noah Kramer recognized that the sun being swallowed likely referred to sunlight entering a mountain opening, possibly during certain times of the year, when the sun aligns perfectly with the cave entrance. The river flowing backward into stone could correspond to tidal bores, or rivers disappearing into cave networks, a phenomenon well documented in certain geological formations. The 7-day journey points precisely to distances from the primary bronze production centers in ancient Central Asia, which required long travel over mountains and valleys to access tin deposits critical for bronze alloying. Regions now known as Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, and Western China are the logical candidates. When combined, these clues make the tablet read almost like a practical guidebook rather than a mythological text. It provides landmarks, distances, and navigational hints that would have been invaluable for merchants and explorers in the Bronze Age. Far from being mere allegory, these descriptions imply a deep working knowledge of geography, mountain ranges, rivers, and even seasonal solar alignments, all encoded in a way that only someone familiar with long-distance travel and cave exploration could appreciate. Modern science adds another fascinating layer to the story. A 2019 genetic study analyzed populations across Central and East Asia and revealed a significant population shift around 2400 BCE, the same period the Sumerian tablet was created. Rather than a simple decline caused by famine or disease, a portion of the population appears to have migrated temporarily and then returned generations later with altered mitochondrial DNA patterns. This suggests a movement of people that aligns with the trade routes and expeditions described in the tablet. The Tian Shan Mountains, known for some of Asia's largest and most intricate cave systems, correspond closely to the tablet's features. Massive underground rivers, mineral formations that glow in darkness, and ceilings that curve in ways resembling an inverted sky all match the Sumerians' accounts. These natural formations would have appeared extraordinary to travelers, explaining why the Sumerians recorded them with such detail and assigned sacred significance. This genetic evidence, combined with the geographic match, suggests that not only did the Sumerians know about these locations, but they may have actually sent groups who explored, documented, and returned to Mesopotamia, preserving their findings in both written records and oral traditions. It illustrates a fascinating interplay of culture, exploration, and biology, hinting that ancient societies were capable of far-reaching expeditions and interactions with remote environments, well beyond what many scholars previously assumed. Tracing ancient trade routes. How would Sumerians, thousands of kilometers away, know about caves in Central Asia? The answer lies in early trade routes, precursors to the Silk Road. Mesopotamian merchants traveled extensively for tin, critical for bronze production. Tablets from the city of Ur document months-long expeditions through mountains, mapping landmarks, rest stops, and key geological features. Kurr, in this context, isn't a myth. It's a detailed account of a remarkable geological discovery encountered during these journeys. The Kanaig Caves. By overlaying the tablet's clues with trade route data, researchers identify a convergence point, the Fergana Valley, spanning modern Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. Here lies the Khan-e-Gut cave system, or the Gateway Cave, in local folklore. Sunlight enters the cave at a precise angle during the summer solstice. Inside, an underground river flows and reverses direction daily, and cave walls are embedded with luminous minerals, creating a sky-like effect beneath the earth. This matches every Sumerian description. Soviet exploration and classification. In the 1960s, Soviet geologists explored the Kanaig Caves. They documented kilometers of unexplored tunnels, geothermal activity, and massive chambers. Evidence of Bronze Age human activity emerged. Pottery, tools, and Sumerian cuneiform inscriptions, over 1,500 meters underground. In the lowest accessible chamber, a stone archway carved with the symbol for Kurr led to a void so massive that sonar equipment could not map its boundaries. Was this an entrance to an inner Earth civilization? Modern seismology says no. There are no massive hollow voids that could host civilizations. Yet, the genetic evidence adds another layer. Modern populations in the Fergana Valley carry Sumerian markers concentrated near the Kanaig Caves, suggesting repeated contact over generations. Rituals and preparation. The Sumerian text describes blood purification before entering Kurr. For decades, this was interpreted spiritually, but studies now show high-altitude cave environments differ drastically in oxygen and gas composition. Descending from Mesopotamia to these deep caves could be fatal without adaptation. Modern Fergana Valley populations have genetic markers linked to high-altitude survival, supporting the idea that the Sumerians recognized physiological constraints and prepared accordingly. Only specific, adapted individuals could safely enter Kurr. The hollow Earth theory, civilizations inside the planet, is scientifically untenable. But the Sumerians' descriptions align perfectly with natural phenomena: underground lakes and rivers, bioluminescent minerals, and inverted cave ceilings. Their mythology accurately records natural wonders they observed, filtered through their cultural understanding of gods and sacred realms. Soviet reports classified the caves, citing geological instability. Some archaeologists suggest these were ancient mining operations. Bronze Age miners may have discovered copper and tin deposits deep inside the caves, constructing water channels and circular platforms for smelting. Sumerian inscriptions likely indicated ownership, religious dedication, or instructions, rather than messages from gods. Yet, the unexplained sonar-detected void remains a mystery. A chamber too large to map raises questions. Was it mismeasurement, an anomaly, or something truly unusual? Modern exploration attempts. In 2018, independent teams accessed the Koenig system, traveling 2.4 kilometers before encountering a deliberate stone blockage. Ground-penetrating radar confirmed it was artificially placed, not a natural collapse. Beyond it, Sumerian inscriptions, pottery, and tool fragments persisted. These inscriptions included warnings about deadly pockets of carbon dioxide and low oxygen. This shows the tablet wasn't a myth. It was a safety manual, a guide combining practical knowledge with religious significance. Sumerians documented hazards, routes, and preparation protocols. The Mesopotamian DNA markers in local populations indicate sustained contact, not a single expedition. Mining and trading operations required Sumerian overseers, technical specialists, and intermarriage with local populations. They transferred metallurgical knowledge, bronze smelting techniques, and safe cave exploration methods, preserving both practical and spiritual traditions. Modern village ceremonies at the cave entrance may echo Bronze Age safety protocols. Offerings of bread, salt, and bronze likely represented food, preservation, and metalworking skills, rather than mystical rites. Prayers might have originated as work songs, safety checklists, or coordination instructions that evolved into sacred recitations over millennia. The significance of the tablet. The Sumerian tablet K.3657 is more than mythology. It's a detailed map recording real exploration of unknown cave systems and mineral-rich territories. It allowed Sumerians to establish trade routes, transfer knowledge, and safely operate in extreme conditions. While we may never know what lies beyond the collapsed tunnels of Koenig, the evidence confirms that the tablet's coordinates are accurate and its warnings remain relevant. The Sumerians were not primitive mystics. They were meticulous explorers who documented one of Central Asia's most challenging and significant cave systems. Somewhere beneath the mountains of Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan, that truth is still waiting. And the tablet in Istanbul quietly preserves it, 4,000 years later. If you enjoyed mysteries like these, like Ans, subscribe for more.